Hello, my name is Jacob Millhouse, and today's date is October 7th. My teacher is Miss Rutledge, and today I'm doing a video on everything that we learned in her class. I attend Parker High School. I'm in 11th grade. I'm 16 years old, and this is for my 5th period class. One of the things that I'm going to talk about today is Frederick Douglass, the narrative of Frederick Douglass. It was a very interesting story because he went through a lot of trials and tribulations and a lot of struggles in his life that he's overcome. During the story, we read about him, and he was on a slave plantation. And while he was a slave, he decided to run away because he was being tortured by a slave master. Eventually, he ran into a friend who gave him this fruit, who told him this would protect you, which was like something to give him confidence. So as he returned back to the plantation, he was confident that he would not be touched or that he would have quote unquote good luck. Well, when he gets back, he thinks that he has good luck because the master has not touched him. So once he starts working, master comes and tries to whip him, but he restrains, and after a while he becomes to fight back, and that makes the slave master back off because once he realized that he's really not stronger than Frederick Douglass, or he doesn't have as much power as he thought he was, that made him feel weak. So that made Frederick Douglass overcome being tortured. Another person we talked about was Mark Twain. Mark Twain was extremely humorous and intelligent. He made a story called The Lowest Animal. It was talking about how humans claim that we ascended from animals, but in reality, it seems like we descended because there's a lot of things that humans do that animals don't do, which could really improve our lives. Like humans are greedy, selfish, and they want too much. They ask for too much. They need for too much. When animals, they don't seek revenge. They don't do other things. They don't hurt people purposely. And another thing is Harriet Jacobs. Harriet Jacobs was also a runaway, but she ran away because she didn't want her kids to be sold to another slave plantation, and she wanted to be together. So she ran away so that the slave owner would have a loss of workers, so he would have to keep those workers. So eventually she would try to blackmail him into coming back and keeping the family together. Another thing we learned about was satire. And satire is when you use sarcasm to explain a bad situation, but to make it humorous. And Mark Twain did that also in The Lowest Animal because he was using a lot of sarcastic comments, such as how if somebody did something to a human, that they would want revenge. But if somebody did something to it, but if another squirrel took another squirrel's acorn, the other squirrel wasn't out to kill him. He just kept going and kept trying to find more acorns for himself. And we also learned about T.P. Cass. That's how we read poems and break them down to understand the meaning. And I also have a poem for Frederick Douglass today. Well, this evening. Once there was a man named Frederick Douglass who lived in a house with many cousins. He decided to run away from home, and on his path he went alone. Douglass left because of torture. Slaving in the hot sun felt like a hot boiler. On his escape, he met this dude who gave him confidence with fruit. He returned back to his slave plantation, hoping his master would be vacant. His master tried to hurt him again, but Douglass stood up and decided to be a man.